Hello and welcome to this video where we will show you how to compare two Excel lists and find the mismatches between them. If this is the first time that you're watching my video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. So we have two lists which are on different sheets of an Excel, and our aim here is to find out the mismatches across them. That is, we want to find out whether all the titles, movie titles in sheet 1 is also present in sheet 2, and if not, we want to highlight the missing titles with a custom message and also with some conditional formatting. To find these mismatches, we will be using three formulae. We'll be using Vlookup, we'll be using the ISERROR, and we will be using the if statement. And as well, we will be using some conditional formatting that is solely used to make the final output a little nicer to look at. So let's see how we can find out the mismatches across two lists. We will start by using Vlookup. So what we need to do is to find out whether these movie titles are present in the second sheet in this list. So we will be using Vlookup. So we will start here at the first one, say equal to Vlookup. This is what I'm trying to find out, comma, and I am trying to find it out in my second sheet. So I will go navigate to my second sheet and I will select the table array there, comma, and I want the first column to be returned 1, and I want the exact match to be returned. So there we go. Now we have done this for the first cell, and we want to drag this formula down to the entire list. But before we do that, what we want to do is we just want to highlight the table array and hit F4. What it does, it fixes the table reference like that. It gives the $sign. Now this formula, we can just drag this formula and till the end of the list, which is till 65, and what you can see now is that few of the cells have an NA in it. Now this does not mean that there is an error here. What it means that Vlookup tries to find this value in the second sheet in this array that you defined and was unable to find it, and hence returned this NA. So that means we are already finding mismatches. Now let us see that if we can make this column a little easier to read. And to do that, our first step is to use the ISERROR. So we will say ISERROR, and we will just put the entire Vlookup inside the ISERROR. Now what does ISERROR do? So it evaluates the value of this function, and if there is an error, it will return true. If there is no error, it will return false. In this column, we will only have an error condition when we do not find out this value. Vlookup will, if there is a mismatch. So we would now expect all the NAs to get replaced with a true once we drag it. So let us do that, and as you can see, it has now been replaced by a true. So this is one step where we have already identified the mismatches, and you can just go ahead and say filter and select the true, you would see, okay, these are the 4 movie titles or the 4 items which are in this list in the first sheet, but which is not in the second sheet, and you should be good to go. However, what we wanted to do was have a, this is not a very custom message. What we wanted was a custom message to show that it is missing. And to do that, what we will be using is the if formula. So we will wrap this in an if, open brackets, this logical test, if it is true, and it will be true only in cases of when we have a mismatch, we will say comma, return the word missing. And if it is false, don't do anything, just put 2 double quotes and close the parenthesis, hit enter. Now what we will see is we will now drag this, and here you will now see that the 4 trues are now replaced by your custom message that you gave here. We can take this a step further by adding conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, text that contains missing, because that's my custom message that I'm giving. When I'm saying missing, I keep this as red fill because it's an error message and we want it to be an error message. We want it to be red. That's by convention. When we say OK, and you should see that now your missing or your custom message has now a conditional formatting and it looks prettier. Now what we have here is basically we have a clean Excel with a column which shows us the items, the titles which are present in this sheet but not present in this or this column. So that's what we had look to achieve, and we have achieved that. Hope this video was useful to you, and do let us know in the comments if you face any issues while you try to implement this method. Hey, also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notifications when I upload a new video. Thanks a lot for watching and have a great day.